jacket and I'm outdoors for this game face. Normally I do it indoors because it's quieter, but I'm in the middle of like transition between where I'm living and stuff. I think I already said this once, and I don't have anything decorated, and it's already like pre-decorated outside, so it kind of works. There's like a plane. Why does every time... Oh, there's an airport right over there, that's why. Every time I make a video it seems like there's a plane going by. And it's loud. Well, at least you get the natural music of nature, I guess. So I have 3 quick topics this week. One being that Neverwinter has gone into official open beta. That means anybody can get in and play. All you gotta do is sign up. I am in it, of course, with my guildmates, and we have rolled on Mind Flayer. I made a cleric, and I don't know if I'm going to stay it because it sounds like a lot of them end up tanking. I don't really want to tank, but they also heal, which is good. But so far, feedback from people I know and people on the forums is that, well, Trickster Rogues are overpowered and broken, and a lot of people are playing them because of that. And that clerics are also really good. I've also heard that control wizards are decent but not the best, and that pretty much when I asked what I should play, a lot of people said either cleric or a trickster rogue, and so I ended up with cleric because I want to heal and see how that goes. You ever have one of those days where your hair just won't do anything? Like it just like lays flat and you're like, please do something, please dance or something, you're really boring today. So that's pretty much that about Neverwinter. You can go to the website, I'll have a link for that below. Let me know what you think of it so far. I know that quite a few of my guildmates have actually leveled up to 60 really fast, as in like a couple days. And I've had a hard time leveling up because I am really bad at leveling up, and questing is just a huge turnoff for me. Simply because I don't like it, but there's a lot of group content that you can do in this game, and I heard it goes by really fast if you do it with a group. However, it is open beta, so keep in mind that things will probably be wiped when actual release comes. So if you want to try it out, remember, beta, and give feedback for things you like about it and things you don't like. Be honest and help them make a better game, and that's all I have to say about that. While this isn't the newest of news, we do have Game Dev Tycoon that has been in the news kind of recently, as in like a little bit ago, about a week ago, and since I didn't do a game face, I want to cover this because what they did when they released their game is they released a version that people who pay for get, which is the full game, and then for those who pirate the game, they actually released a special version for that as well. And with this pirated version of the game, basically what happens is you end up failing your game development progress simply because you get too many pirates and it makes you bankrupt. So keep in mind that the game did get greenlit on Steam, and it was $8, pretty much $7.99, and that despite being this much, let me look the number, 3,104 out of 3,318 copies were pirated, and whenever people realized that they could not succeed because of this pirating, they actually started to complain, and they started to say, what's wrong, I can't beat the game because it keeps saying I failed due to pirating. And what they didn't realize is that they were failing due to pirating because they pirated the game, and it sort of just created this really funny moment for a lot of people that felt sad as well. So it's just like sad that it's like you're complaining that you pirated the game and you're failing due to pirating, but funny as in like just the irony of it. And so it would be funny to see a lot more companies do this. I know there have been instances of games releasing certain versions of the game to people who pirate it. Like they purposely will put out a copy of the game that is for pirating, and it will contain or like not have a lot of items and stuff. So people download it and then they get sort of like SOL about some things, some aspects of the game. But I really wish, it's not a very expensive game, and I can understand that there are certainly people who want to try it who might not have the money to, but at the same time these are two people that are trying to make a living by making a game and probably develop a studio as well, and you are essentially taking from them and inhibiting their future growth. Now last up, I want to talk about EA. Now today it was announced on the EA website that Disney wants EA to make all future Star Wars games. So what does that mean? BioWare will be making probably their RPG games like they did with Star Wars, and what they already do with RPGs. So they'll probably be handling that. They're going to have DICE and Visceral also handling it, probably going back to the FPS roots of Star Wars games. And so what does this mean for the future of EA or Disney? That Disney's probably going to try and buy EA. There, I had to turn my camera around because it was getting too dark on the other side, and there's still like light on here, but with the darkness, yeah. Anyway, lighting. So yeah, the end of the world's basically gonna happen. It'll be Google versus Disney, and it'll just strike the last world war. And it'll be a bloodbath. And people, like I said, people think it's gonna end with zombie apocalypse. I wish. Nope. It's definitely gonna be Google versus Disney. It's just gonna be giant corporations fighting each other. Yikes. But yeah, it does feel kind of like they're taking over everything, but it's good that, I don't know, I don't really know how I feel about EA taking over all of the Star Wars games, but then again, I am a fan of SWTOR, so I don't really mind, and I'm a fan of BioWare games, even though I think they've made a couple mistakes, but they certainly, hopefully, have learned from them. And if they have learned from them, well, then I think the future of their games will be just fine. I think that, you know, having them all under the same company might help with uniformity and working together, if that makes sense. And I want to know what you all think about this. Do you think this is good? What do you think about the Dev Tycoon thing? Probably pretty sad. You probably agree with me on that one. It's probably a pretty easy one to agree with. What are you playing on Neverwinter, if anything, that is? And if there are tons of other betas right now, and I know that a lot of people are in them, so if you're in any betas, what's your favorite game and why? I'd like to know this because I probably might check it out if you have a good reason as to why you like it so much. As always, don't forget to leave a comment below, thumbs up this video, and follow me on YouTube. Toodles.